Okay, so we'll start our next lecture number 8. And in today's lecture, we will cover the third method to find particular integral of the given linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Okay, so as far as your end semester or end semester exam is concerned, okay, there is one compulsory question on this method. Okay, this method is a little bit different than your general method and shortcut method. Okay, so as far as exam part is concerned, this is one of the important method to find the particular integral, method of variation of parameter. Okay, so now let's start. So this is the last method to find the particular integral of any given linear differential equation. Our first method is general method, which depend on the phi of d only. Okay, just from the nature of phi of d, whether phi of d is of the form d minus m or d plus m. In that case, you can use the general method to find its corresponding particular integral. Then second method is shortcut method, which is a little bit lengthy. Okay, but that approach is really fast. Okay, you can also see the difference between method of variation of parameter and the shortcut method. Okay, if you compare all three methods, okay, by shortcut method you will get answer quickly. Okay, so and this is our third method of variation of parameters. Okay, the main drawback of this method is what this method is applicable only for this method is applicable only for linear differential equation of order 2 only. Okay, so you can solve linear differential equation of order 2 by this method. This method is not suitable for differential equation of order 3, order 4, and so on. Also a differential equation of order 1. Okay, basically differential equation of order 1 differential equation of order 1, differential equation of order 3, and differential equation of order 4, and so on. Okay, for all those differential equations you need to apply either general method or either shortcut method. Okay, so this is one of the drawback of this method. It is applicable only for differential equation of order 2, or I can say a differential equation of this type: a into d2y by dx square plus b into dy by dx plus cy is equal to f of x. You can see here the order of this differential equation is 2. Now let's see the steps to find the particular integral by this method. Okay, method of variation of parameters, or the short form is MOVP. So step 1 is like this. First, find the complementary function of the given differential equation by our regular process. Okay, and that yc is equal to c1 y1 plus c2 y2. Here I just introduce two more variable. Okay, so whatever the function you will get as a coefficient of c1, that function is denoted by y1. आप अपने regular method से complementary function calculate करो. Okay, here I just denote y1 as the coefficient of c1, whatever that coefficient is there. Okay, whatever function is there, and I just denote the coefficient of c2 as y2. These are just the notation. Otherwise you need to find the complementary function by your regular approach. Okay, I will take some examples also. So in step 1, just find the complementary function. Okay, only change is whatever the coefficient of c1, that coefficient is denoted by y1, and the coefficient of c2 is denoted by y2. Now in step 2, actually the formulas of method of variation of parameters you can observe in step 2 actually. So in step 2, the particular integral by the method of variation of parameter is this. Okay, that yp is equal to u times y1 plus v times y2. I can say this is actually a linear combination. Okay, linear is not the proper word, but it is actually the combination of the solution which you get from the complementary function. Okay, so by this method, by method of variation of parameter, the particular integral of the given linear differential equation of order 2 is u times y1 plus v times y2. This is the formula. Okay, where y1 and y2 you will get it from complementary function. Okay, I just explain how you find the u and v, where u is equal to, the formula for u is what? Integration of minus y2 f of x. y2 you will get it from complementary function. F of x is your right side function of the given linear differential equation, and w is what? This w is called as Wronskian. Okay, so this is also a new definition for you. Okay, So this W can be calculated by this formula. So the Wronskian, it is actually a determinant. Okay, so determinant of y1 y2 and its derivative. So in first row you need to consider y1 and y2, and in second row you need to consider its derivative, first order derivative, y1 dash and y2 dash. Okay, so just calculate this Wronskian, and that value you need to consider in the denominator. So the formula for u is minus y2 f of x upon w dx, and the formula for v is integration of y1 f of x divided by w with respect to dx. Okay, so remember this formula. Don't change the role of u and v. Here u is the coefficient of y1. That's why in the formula here you have to consider y2. Okay, these two things are opposite. अगर u के कोएफिशिएंट में y1 आ रहा है तो आप देखोगे जो u का इंटीग्रेशन का फॉर्मूला है उस इंटीग्रेशन के फॉर्मूले में यहाँ पे y2 आ जाएगा. ओके, सो दिस टू आर एग्जैक्टली रिवर्स. ठीक है, तो अगर आप चेंज भी करते हो तो ये चेंज याद रखो. यहाँ पे अगर आप u का कोएफिशिएंट y2 लेते हो तो यहाँ पे y1 आना चाहिए, या आप जैसे मैंने दिया आप वैसे फॉर्मूला याद रखो. दैट इज मच बेटर. So and v is equal to y1 f of x upon w. So in one variable you need to consider real minus sign, and in one variable your sign is positive or plus sign. So these are the formulas. Now let's take one simple example. Okay. Everything you can understand from one particular example only. So in exam, in semester exam, okay, generally they mention the method for this particular topic. ओके, तो एग्जाम में भी क्वेश्चन आपको ज्यादातर केस में इसी फॉर्म में आता है कि सॉल्व दिस डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन बाय द मेथड ऑफ वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर. मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि जनरल मेथड एंड शॉर्टकट मेथड में वो ऐसा मेंशन नहीं करने वाले कि शॉर्टकट मेथड से सॉल्व करो या जनरल मेथड से सॉल्व करो. बट एज फार एज वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर मेथड इज कंसर्न, ओके, दे पर्टिकुलरली मेंशन द मेथड आल्सो कि सॉल्व बाय यूजिंग दिस मेथड ओनली. ओके, तो ऐसे केसेस में अगर आप जनरल मेथड से या शॉर्टकट मेथड से सॉल्व भी करते हो, यू विल नॉट गेट द मार्क्स फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. ओके, क्योंकि अगर उन्होंने स्पेशली बोला कि आप मेथड ऑफ वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर का ही यूज करके सॉल्व करो तो आपको उसी मेथड से ही सॉल्व करना होगा. ओके, सो रिमेंबर दिस चेंज आल्सो. सो लेट्स ट्राई द सॉल्यूशन. कंसीडर द ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन. ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन इज d square plus 4. ओके, so that value is d square plus 4 is equal to 0. The roots of this polynomial are plus or minus 2i. Therefore the corresponding complementary function is yc is equal to c1 cos 2x plus c2 sin 2x. As the real part is 0, the coefficient e raised to 0x has value 1. And now if you see the step 1 of the method of variation of parameters, okay, in step 1, okay, what are our new notations? Whatever the coefficient of c1, that coefficient is denoted by y1. Whatever the coefficient of c2, that coefficient is denoted by y2. So here सी मे बी कुछ स्टूडेंट का यहाँ पे c1 sin 2x होगा, या कुछ स्टूडेंट का यहाँ पे c1 cos 2x होगा. अगर वो चेंज भी होता है, दिस रूल इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट कि which function is the coefficient of c1 and which function is the coefficient of c2. okay, this rule is not important. okay, जैसा मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ आप उसी मेथड से जाओ. तो कुछ स्टूडेंट के y1 की वैल्यू अलग आ सकती है, y1 की वैल्यू कुछ स्टूडेंट की sin 2x आ सकती है, या कुछ स्टूडेंट की cos 2x आ सकती है. बट एट द एंड योर आंसर विल बी सेम. सो दिस रूल इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट which function is the coefficient of c1 and which function is the coefficient of c2. okay, result में क्या explain कर रहा हूँ. okay, whenever you will get the complementary solution, जब भी आप complementary solution लिखते हो, in that solution whatever the coefficient of y1, that whatever the coefficient of c1, that coefficient is denoted by y1, and whatever the coefficient of c2, that coefficient is denoted by y2. So for this particular solution, or for this complementary solution, actually for this complementary solution, my y1 is cos 2x, the coefficient of c1, and y2 is sin 2x, the coefficient of c2. okay, now let's consider the particular integral. So for the particular integral, our formula is like this. So by the method of variation of parameter, by this method our particular integral is defined as u into y1 plus v into y2. So let's consider this. So u into y1 plus v into y2, same consider karo. But here I have the values of y1 and y2, so I just replace y1 by its original value and y2 by its original value. So y1 is cos 2x and y2 is sin 2x, otherwise this y is as it is. So now we have the particular integral of the given differential equation. okay, only we need to find the values of u and values of v. आपके पास आंसर आ चुका है, आपको बस u की वैल्यू और v की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है. सो लेट्स सी दोस फॉर्मूलेज. So the formula for u, the formula for v and the formula for w is this from the method of variation of parameter. So first let's calculate the Wronskian first, क्योंकि दोनों फॉर्मूलेज में u के और v के दोनों फॉर्मूलेज में आपको नीचे क्या चाहिए, पहले w चाहिए. So first let's calculate the Wronskian of the given differential equation. So the formula for Wronskian is w is equal to determinant of y1 y2 and y1 dash and y2 dash, where our y1 is, from the previous slide, our y1 is cos 2x and our y2 is sin 2x. Okay, so if I put these values in the determinant, you will get in first row as cos 2x and sin 2x, and in second row you will get the derivative of cos 2x, which is minus 2 sin 2x, and the derivative of sin 2x, which is 2 cos of 2x. Now let's calculate this determinant. Do the cross multiplication. Okay, this multiply by this and minus sign. So you will get 2 times cos square 2x, okay, plus 2 times sin square 2x. This minus minus become plus. And from this I can take 2 common. And in bracket you will have the cos square x plus sin square x. That value is 1. Therefore, Wronskian of this given differential equation is 2. Correct? This is your final answer. So the Wronskian of the given differential equation is 2. So you have calculated this first value. Now let's calculate the first variable u. So case 1, I make this here I consider the two different cases to find the values of u and to find the values of v. So in first case, to find the value of u, our formula is like this: u is equal to minus y2 f of x upon w. Right? So put all these values. So y2 for this case is sin 2x. Okay, so here actually your answer is minus sin 2x. Let it be that minus minus. I will correct it. So here minus y2 is minus sin 2x. F of x is sec x. Sec 2x from the given example. Your right side function is sec 2x and divided by Wronskian, which is 2. Correct? So let's check in next slide whether it is correct or not. So I think that sign is missing. Okay. So just skip this minus sign. Otherwise I will correct it. Yeah. So what I do here, this minus 1 by 2 is the constant. So just take this minus 1 by 2 outside to the integral. Correct? So here you will get minus 1 by 2. This sin 2x and sec 2x. Sec 2x has the expansion 1 upon cos 2x. So sin upon cos become tan. So actually in next step you will get minus 1 by 2. Correct? Minus 1 by 2. This minus is there. So minus 1 by 2 integration of tan 2x, because sin upon cos become tan. And we have the integration of tan 2x. So the integration of tan 2x is what? Log of sec 2x. Correct? So this minus as it is. Okay. You have to give this minus till the end. So minus 1 by 2, the integration of tan 2x is log of sec 2x, and multiply the derivative of bracket term. This is your chain rule. Sorry, not multiply. In integration case, you need to divide by the derivative of the bracket term. So divide this by derivative of bracket term. So 2x का derivative क्या आता है? 2. So divide, if I divide this term by 2, you will get 1 by 2 as a factor. Okay. So if I take this product, and then we will get u is equal to minus 1 by 4 log of sec 2x. This is your final answer. This is the value of u. Now, similar calculation is there for the next variable, which is v, where v has formula integration of y1 f of x upon w. Okay, where y1 from the previous slide you can see the y1 is cos 2x. Correct? I think just reverse this sign. Okay, so here y1 is plus, therefore here you need to consider a plus sign. So plus cos 2x, your f of x function is sec 2x divided by Wronskian, which is 2. So in next step, now cos 2x sec 2x. Sec 2x is what? 1 by cos 2x. So 1 by cos will get cancelled with each other. You will get only 1 by 2 times dx. So 1 by 2 times dx, 1 by 2 is again constant. Okay, consider outside to the integral. So 1 by 2 times dx, and dx का integration क्या आता है? X only. So So your final answer is 1 by 2 times x. Okay, so your final answer is 1 by 2 times x. Now we have calculated Wronskian, we have calculated u, we have calculated v. So if I combine this for our particular integral, what is our particular integral from the method of variation of parameter? U times y1. Okay, this we have seen in first slide. U times y1 plus v times y2. Okay. So put the values of u and v, where u is equal to minus 1 by 4 log of sec 2x into this cos 2x as it is, and v is what? 1 by 2 times x into sin 2x. So this is your particular integral, and this we have calculated from the method of variation of parameter. And if I combine our yc and yp, so the combined solution, or I can say a general solution for this linear differential equation is this. Okay, so just make this correction, otherwise in PDF I will do this correction. Here you need to consider the minus sign, otherwise answer is correct. So this is your first question. अगर अभी भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, I will take one more question. So please focus one more time. Okay. So I will explain this method one more time in next example. So question number 2. So again, in question itself, they have mentioned that solve this question by using method of variation of parameter. So question is like this: d2y by dx square plus y is equal to cosec x. Correct? So on RHS you will have the cosec x function. So in solution, first consider the auxiliary equation, which is d square plus 1 is equal to 0. So now I write this part directly. Okay, so d square plus 1 is equal to 0, and if I find the roots of this polynomial, your roots are plus or minus I. Therefore the complementary function or the complementary solution of this given linear differential equation is c1 cos x plus c2 sin x, because the real part is 0. Again, e raised to 0 is 1. So this is your complementary solution. Again, if I compare this complementary solution with the step 1 of the method of variation of parameter, so the coefficient of the coefficient of c1 we need to consider as y1, correct, and the coefficient of c2 we need to consider as y2. So if I compare with this, you will get y1 as cos x and y2 as sin x. Okay, so these are our values of y1 and y2. And now let's calculate the particular integral. So the particular integral from step 2 is like this: u times y1 plus v times y2. But we have the values of y1 and y2. So if I put these values, your final formula for the particular integral is like this: u times cos x, right, plus v times sin x. So our next target is what? Just calculate the values of u and v, correct? जैसे आप u and v के values calculate करते हो, you will get the final value for yp, correct? So in next slide, now we calculate the Wronskian first, and after that we will calculate u and v. So the formula for Wronskian is this: in first row we need to consider y1 and y2. In second row we need to consider its derivative. So from the previous slide, your y1 and y2 are cos x and sin x, correct? So consider y1 is equal to cos x, y2 is equal to sin x, and in next row consider its derivative. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x, derivative of sin x is plus cos x. Solve this determinant, means do this cross multiplication. We will get cos square plus sin square x, and that value is 1. So the Wronskian of this given linear differential equation is 1. Now let's consider case 1, where we are going to find the value of u. So the formula for u is equal to minus y2 times f of x upon Wronskian, that is w. Put the value of y2. So y2 from the previous slide is sin x, or here you can see this. So y2 is equal to sin x, and that minus sin as it is. F of x, that right side function, is cos x, and in denominator the Wronskian has value 1. Okay, so just solve this integral, that will be the final value for u. So cos x is also 1 upon sin x. Cosec x has the value 1 upon sin x. That sin x will cancel with this sin x. So here you will have only minus 1. So you see this calculation in next slide, you will get here only minus 1 times dx. So minus 1 dx means minus x is the answer. So the value of u, this question is minus x. Now consider case 2, similar calculation. So the formula for v is plus y1 f of x upon w. Put the value of y1 from the previous slide, value of f of x from the previous slide, divided by 1 dx as it is. Now here cos x and the cosec x has the value 1 upon sin. So cos upon sin become cot. So the integration has value cot x, and integration of cot x dx is log of sin x. Therefore, the value of v in this case is log of sin x. And now from the method of variation of parameter, your particular integral is this. Okay, u times y1. Okay, u is what? Minus x. So minus x times this is your y1. I copied it from the previous slide. And v times v की value क्या है यहाँ पे? Log of sin x times y2. This is your y2 which I copied from the previous slide. And this become your final particular integral. Now just combine the yc and yp. You will get the general solution of the given differential equation. Okay. So this is all about question number 2. Take one more question, because this method is very important as far as your exam are concerned. So mostly most examples I will cover in today's PPT, and two more questions are there which I consider in your practice assignment. Now question number 3. Again here they have mentioned solve by using method of variation of parameter. So you have to solve this example by using this method only. In solution, first calculate auxiliary equation, which is the d square minus 6d plus 9 is equal to 0. Its roots are 3, 3. You can find it from calculator also. Yeah, actually this is nothing but d minus 3 whole square. So the complementary solution of this given linear differential equation is c1 plus c2x, because this root 3 is repeated 2 times. So there is only one term, and which is e raised to 3x, and in coefficient we need to consider a polynomial of degree 1 number less. Okay, but to find the y1 and y2, okay, here we need the coefficient of c1 and coefficient of c2. इसलिए मैं next step में क्या कर रहा हूँ? Okay, simplify this, means multiply e raised to 3x with c1 and c2. So if you simplify this, you will get c1 e raised to 3x, correct? c1 e raised to 3x plus c2 x into e raised to 3x. And if I compare this with the step 1, you will get the coefficient of c1 as your y1 and the coefficient of c2 as your y2. So y1 is e raised to 3x and y2 is x into e raised to 3x. And now consider particular integral. So formula is like this: u into y1 plus v into y2. But we have the values of y1 and y2. So put those values. So you will get u into e raised to 3x, correct? Plus v into x into e raised to 3x. Just calculate u and v and put in equation 1. That gives you the final particular integral of the given linear differential equation. So in next step, so I copied this y1 and y2 from the previous slide. Okay. So Wronskian of the given differential equation is this: Wronskian w is equal to y1 y2 in second row, y1 dash y2 dash. Put the values of y1, which is e raised to 3x, correct? y2 x into e raised to 3x, and in next row consider its derivative. So 3 into e raised to 3x. Here you need to consider u into v rule. So first function into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. Now do the cross multiplication. Okay, so if I do this cross multiplication, you will get this. So plus plus 3x e raised to 6x cancel with minus 3x e raised to 6x. So you will get the value of Wronskian as e raised to 6x. Now consider case 1 where we calculate the value of u. Our formula is minus y2 f of x upon w. Put all these values. y2 is x e raised to 3x from this. Our right side function is e raised to 3x upon x square, and in denominator our Wronskian is e raised to 6x. Okay. So in next step क्या calculation होने वाला है? e raised to 3x into e raised to 3x become e raised to 6x, which cancel with this denominator. So only we have minus x upon x square, and that value is minus 1 upon x. Okay. So in next step you will get minus 1 upon x into dx, and that integration has value minus log x. So the value of u is minus log x. Now consider case 2 where we find the value of v. So v is equal to y1 f of x upon w. Put all these values. y1 is equal to e raised to 3x. Our right side function is e raised to 3x upon x square, and in denominator the Wronskian is e raised to 6x. So again do all this calculation. E raised to 3x, e raised to 3x is e raised to 6x. that value will cancel with e raised to 6x. So we only have 1 upon x square. So integration of 1 upon x square dx, and that value is minus 1 upon x. Remember, the integration of 1 upon x square is minus 1 upon x. So we have the values of u, correct? We have the values of v. So combine these two values and write the particular integral. So the particular integral in this case is u into y1 plus v into y2. Put the values of u and v. So you will get the final particular integral is this. Minus log x is your u times y1, minus 1 upon x is your v times y2, correct? And if I combine both this solution, a little bit simplification is done here. So if I combine these two solution, again this is the simplification, and if I combine this solution, you will get the general solution as this, correct? So these three steps are just the simplification. So after doing simplification, your yp is minus e raised to 3x in bracket 1 plus log x, and your complementary solution is c1 e raised to 3x plus c2x e raised to 3x. And now let's take the last example on this method of variation of parameter. So if you see this first three questions, in this method only we need to focus on the integration. Otherwise all the remaining calculations are really simple. अगर आपका इंटीग्रेशन परफेक्ट है तो इस मेथड के आपको फुल मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे, एंड दिस मेथड इज कंपल्सरी एज फार एज योर इन-सेम एग्जामिनेशन इज कंसर्न. कंपल्सरी एक क्वेश्चन आपको कंफर्म रहेगा मेथड ऑफ वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर के ऊपर. सो कंसिडर दिस लास्ट एग्जांपल. सो इन सॉल्यूशन कंसिडर ऑक्सिलरी इक्वेशन which is d square minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore d equal to plus 1 and minus 1, correct? Write down the complementary solution, that is yc, which is equal to c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus x, correct? And if I compare this with our step 1, you will get y1 as e raised to x, y2 as e raised to minus x. Again I repeat that same statement. See, this sequence is not important. Maybe here I consider c1 e raised to minus x, c2 e raised to plus x. Okay, आप कोई भी sequence में consider करो. At the end, my statement is like this: whatever the coefficient of c1, that coefficient is denoted by y1, and whatever the coefficient of c2, that coefficient is denoted by y2. Correct? तो कुछ स्टूडेंट का ये रोल चेंज भी हो सकता है, but at the end you will get the correct answer. So don't worry about it. And now the particular integral, our formula is u times y1 plus v times y2. Where if I put the value of y1 and y2, we will get u times e raised to x plus v times e raised to minus x. Now let's calculate Wronskian. So Wronskian of the given differential equation is this, where y1, y2 I copied it from the previous slide. Okay. So put the values of y1, which is e raised to x, y2 e raised to minus x. In next row, take its derivative, and now do the cross multiplication. You will get e raised to x into e raised to minus x become e raised to 0, and e raised to 0 has value 1. So this calculation, e raised to x minus e raised to minus x, this calculation become minus 1. Minus e raised to x into e raised to minus x again become minus 1. So this is minus 1 into minus 1, that value is minus 2. So Wronskian is minus 2. Now to calculate u, consider u is equal to minus y2 f of x upon Wronskian, where y2 is e raised to minus x minus times f of x is 2 upon 1 plus e raised to x and divided by minus 2, correct? So here you can cancel this 2. This 2 cancel with this, minus minus become plus. So in next step you will have e raised to minus x in numerator and divided by 1 plus e raised to x, an integration of this, correct? So consider next step, you will get this. So question is now how you solve this integral. Okay, generally exponential के cases में आपको ये एक result use करना है, f dash of x upon f of x का integration. Means if the derivative of denominator is there in numerator, in that case your integration has value log of denominator. Okay, so अभी यहाँ पे आप देखो 1 plus e raised to x का डेरिवेटिव क्या आता है, 1 plus e raised to x का डेरिवेटिव क्या आता है, what is derivative of this is e raised to x only, which is not there in numerator, correct? वो numerator में adjust नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए आप क्या करो, shift this term in denominator. So e raised to minus x को आप नीचे shift करो, you will get this, correct? And now write down this term 1 upon e raised to x multiplied by 1 plus e raised to x in this form. Okay, roughly I can say this is the partial fraction, but this is not the exact partial fraction. Partial fraction defined for factor. Okay, but आप ऐसे ही just by observation you can write this term as 1 upon e raised to x minus 1 upon e raised to minus 1 upon 1 plus e raised to x, correct? And now if I separate the integrations here, so integration of 1 upon e raised to x dx and minus integration of 1 upon 1 plus e raised to x dx. So first integration is trivial, e raised to minus x का integration है, but for second integration, okay, I have to convert this integration in terms of this. मुझे कैसे भी करके डिनोमिनेटर में जो फंक्शन आ रहा है उसका डेरिवेटिव न्यूमरेटर में एडजस्ट करना है. To do that, what I do, just multiply and divide, okay, this equation. So in this case, just multiply and divide by e raised to minus x. So multiply and divide by e raised to minus x. In next step, you will get in numerator as e raised to minus x, and in denominator 1 की जगह पे आने वाला है e raised to minus x, and e raised to x multiply by e raised to minus x become plus 1. Now you can see the derivative of denominator. What is derivative of e raised to minus x plus 1? इसका derivative क्या आने वाला है? Minus e raised to minus x, and which is there in numerator. बस ये minus आप क्या करो, यहाँ पे consider करो, यहाँ पे plus दो, correct? So here you can see the derivative of denominator, which is minus e raised to minus x, is adjusted in numerator. Therefore, by this formula, I talk about this formula actually. So by this formula, the integration of this function is log of denominator. Why I consider plus here? This minus I adjusted here, correct? अगर ये minus आप यहाँ पे देते हो तो यहाँ पे obviously क्या आने वाला है? Plus. So plus log of 1 plus e raised to minus x, and the integration of first is minus e raised to minus x. And if I combine, sorry, okay, now we have to calculate the second value, sorry. So to find v, so v is equal to y1 f of x upon w. So y1 की वैल्यू क्या है? e raised to x, f of x की वैल्यू क्या है? 2 upon 1 plus e raised to x, and divided by minus 2. Okay, you can cancel this 2. You will get here e raised to x upon 1 plus e raised to x. Okay, and it is very trivial because the derivative of this denominator function is e raised to x, and which is there in numerator. So by this formula, your integration is log of denominator. So log of 1 plus e raised to x. So now we have the values of u and we have the values of v. So the particular integral for this case is u times y1, correct, plus v times y2. And if I combine the general solution yc plus yp, you will get this as your final solution, correct? Okay. Okay, so now I will take some doubts on this. Please, if you have any doubts, please mention in the chat box. I will take some doubts now. First question is why we don't take constant of integration. See, because that constant of integration, okay, I will answer this question first. Okay. So to answer this question, first, okay, I will increase the font. Wait. Okay, now I think this is visible to everyone. Okay, see, the final solution of this differential equation. Okay, let's consider the last example. I will explain why I am not considering the constant of integration, okay, while solving this integration. क्योंकि वो जो कांस्टेंट है वो कांस्टेंट आपने ऑलरेडी सॉल्यूशन में एडजस्ट किया है, ओके, इसलिए यहाँ पे आप जब इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व करते हो तो यहाँ पे प्लस से आपको कंसिडर करना ही नहीं है. अदर रीजन इज आप जो ये सेकंड इंटीग्रेशन कैलकुलेट कर रहे हो, दैट सेकंड इंटीग्रेशन इज पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल. ओके, पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल में कभी भी आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट नहीं आने वाला, करेक्ट? ओके, दैट इज द फिक्स इंटीग्रल. पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल आपको पता कि कांस्टेंट ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन में c को अगर आप कुछ वैल्यू असाइन करते हो, इफ आई पुट c इक्वल टू 2, दैट बिकम द पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन. ठीक है, तो इसलिए वो जो कांस्टेंट ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन है वो आपने ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे एडजस्ट किया. ठीक है, एंड आपको अदर रीजन भी मैं यहाँ पे देता हूँ. यहाँ पे आप देखो कि यहाँ पे इस सॉल्यूशन में कितने कांस्टेंट आ रहे हैं. देयर आर ओनली 2 आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट इन द फाइनल सॉल्यूशन. एंड इफ आई सी द क्वेश्चन, our question is this, d2y/dx² - y इज इक्वल टू 2/1 प्लस e टू x। आपने ये रिजल्ट ऑलरेडी m2 में देखा है। जो भी गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन की ऑर्डर आती है उतने ही आपको क्या चाहिए, आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट चाहिए फाइनल सॉल्यूशन में। सो नाउ सिंस दिस डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन हैज ऑर्डर 2, सो इन फाइनल सॉल्यूशन यू विल गेट ओनली 2 आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट। ठीक है, सो दोनों वैसे मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है। एक रीजन क्या है कि ये जो सी था प्लस सी ऑलरेडी हमने यहाँ पे एडजस्ट किया है। ठीक है, इसलिए फिर से आपको प्लस सी कंसिडर करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ओके, सेकंड रीजन इज क्वेश्चन में सिंस द डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन हैज ऑर्डर 2, सो दैट फाइनल सॉल्यूशन मस्ट कंटेन ओनली 2 आर्बिट्री कांस्टेंट। इसलिए आप यहाँ पे पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल में आपको कभी भी सी ऐड नहीं करना है। या आपने वैसे भी टाइटल ही वही दिया है, दिस इज योर पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल। ठीक है, सी ये जो सोल्यूशन हम कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं ना, ये सोल्यूशन आप दो पार्ट में कैलकुलेट कर रहे हो। एक्चुअली ये आपका फाइनल सोल्यूशन है, बट आपका कैलकुलेशन दोनों का अलग अलग है। ओके, आधा पार्ट आप कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लेकर करते हो, आधा पार्ट आप पर्टिकुलर लेकर करते हो, इसलिए अप्रोच अलग है। इसलिए आपको जो रेगुलर इंटीग्रेशन के जो रूल्स है, यूनिट टू ऐड प्लस सी, वो यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली फॉलो नहीं होंगे। ठीक है, आप एक ही सोल्यूशन है, बस उसको स्प्लिट करके अलग अलग अप्रोच से सॉल्व कर रहे हो। आप कंसिडर करो ना कि कोई आप इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व कर रहे हो, ठीक है, वो इंटीग्रेशन आपका दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहा है। ठीक है, तो आप एक का कैलकुलेशन अलग कर रहे हो, सेकंड का कैलकुलेशन अलग कर रहे हो, बट एट देन आपका एक ही सी आने वाला है। तो जो फर्स्ट का सी आता है या जो सेकंड का सी आता है, फर्स्ट का सी सेकंड का सी, एट द एंड 2c आएगा, उसको आप सी डैश करते हो। इसलिए दोनों केस में सी ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं है। इसलिए मैंने ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट केस में सी ऐड किया है, सेकंड केस में मैं विदाउट सी लेने वाला हूं। आई होप दिस आंसर योर क्वेश्चन। ओके, if Wronskian is 0, then what to do? See, this is the standard result about the Wronskian, that this Wronskian is never 0. This Wronskian is never 0. Now this is the open question to you. Okay, I want answer from your side why this Wronskian is non-zero. This is up to you that how you answer this. Okay, but this is very interesting question. Okay, so I think I will keep this as an open question. It's very trivial. Okay, so answer this question why this Wronskian is non-zero. Okay, मैंने आपको आंसर दिया कि Wronskian is never zero. Okay, this Wronskian is never zero. Right. Okay, so don't worry about it. Your Wronskian is never zero. Okay, I want an answer from your side. Okay, there is one famous theorem. अगर आप टाइप भी करते तो भी आपको इसका आंसर मिल जाएगा. This Wronskian always come in terms of exponential. Okay, if you see the proof of Wronskian, okay, to understand this you need to prove this part, है ना. अगर आपको ये चीजें कैसे आ रही है अगर आपको चाहिए ना, तो उसके लिए आपको ये सारे फॉर्मूलेज रीड करने होंगे कि व्हाई आई कंसिडर यू एज दिस, वी एज दिस एंड डब्ल्यू एज दिस ओनली. ठीक है, उसमें ही Wronskian का आंसर है. सो रिमेंबर दिस Wronskian इज नेवर जीरो because the value of Wronskian, if I see the proof or if you see the proof of this Wronskian, that comes in c e raised to ax. ठीक है, एंड एक्सपोनेंशियल में तो वो कभी जीरो नहीं आएगा. ठीक है, एट द एंड योर वैल्यूज टेंस टू इन्फिनिटी या माइनस इन्फिनिटी. ओके, is there any other question?